They've ruled you for centuries, and you don't even know their names. We vote, argue about politics, worry about the economy, but what if the real power is hidden? Behind banking empires, media networks, and governments lie 13 bloodlines pulling the strings. These aren't just rich people. They're dynasties whose influence shapes everything from your money to your news. Today, we pull back the curtain and examine how these families steer the course of history. This isn't about hate or wild theories, it's about understanding the real structure of our world. Welcome to The Real Owners of the World. Let's start with the Rothschilds. Mayor Amschel Rothschild sent his 5 sons to Europe's financial capitals, building a network faster than any government. They knew the outcome of wars before anyone else, using that intel to amass wealth and influence. They didn't just make money, they controlled central banks, financed wars, and shaped nations from the shadows. The Rothschilds are the architects of modern finance. Now, the Rockefellers. John D. Rockefeller built Standard Oil into a near monopoly, then turned oil money into permanent power. They founded the Council on Foreign Relations, shaping U.S. foreign policy for decades. Their philanthropy influenced education, medicine, and science, guiding society under the guise of charity. The Rockefellers mastered soft power. Who owned Wall Street? The Morgans. J.P. Morgan was so powerful he bailed out the U.S. government twice. He reorganized industries, created U.S. Steel, and wrote the rules of American capitalism. The 1907 financial crisis led to the creation of the Federal Reserve, engineered by the same banking interests. The Morgans' influence still echoes in Wall Street today. They were the backbone of American finance. Enter the Warburgs. Paul Warburg, a German banking expert, helped design America's Federal Reserve in secret at Jekyll Island. The Fed became a private banking cartel with the power to print money and set interest rates. The Warburgs connected European and American banking power. They shaped U.S. monetary policy from the shadows. The DuPonts controlled the materials that built America. From gunpowder to nylon and Teflon, they supplied wars and invented the future. Their wealth bought political influence and shaped scientific progress, often hiding environmental costs. The DuPonts blurred the line between corporate and state power. They engineered America's industrial age. The Bush family mastered the fusion of business, intelligence, and politics. Prescott Bush's banking ties led to George H.W. Bush, CIA director, vice president, then president. George W. Bush followed. Yale, Skull and Bones, oil, then the White House. 2 presidents, deep intelligence roots, and oil. This family's agenda shaped U.S. policy for generations. The Bushes are the face of America's power elite. Where does public service end and family agenda begin? Power goes global with the Onassis family. Aristotle Onassis built a shipping empire controlling the flow of oil and goods worldwide. He influenced politics across continents, even marrying into American royalty. The Onassis dynasty wielded stateless economic power that rivaled nations. They proved logistics as ultimate leverage. The British royal family isn't just tradition. It's a global corporation. The crown owns vast land and financial interests, with deep ties to intelligence and media. The City of London is their financial engine, operating beyond democratic reach. The Windsors legitimize a hidden power structure. They are the quiet chairman of UK Inc. The Kennedys brought glamour and ambition to American power. Joe Kennedy Sr. built a fortune and groomed his sons for the White House. JFK's presidency was iconic, but the family story is one of ruthless ambition, Cold War intrigue, and tragedy. Their rise showed how charisma and media could seize power in the modern age. The cost? A legacy marked by both brilliance and darkness. The French Rothschilds embedded themselves in Europe's heart. They financed railroads, wars, and bought into aristocracy, laundering new money into old prestige. Their banking power shaped France and worked in concert with their English cousins. The Rothschild network is Europe's financial backbone. The Astors turned fur trading into a real estate empire. They bought Manhattan, becoming the city's landlords and high society royalty. Their wealth shaped media, politics, and diplomacy. The Waldorf Astoria was their power center. Owning the land means lasting power. The Murdochs control the world's most valuable asset, information. Rupert Murdoch built a global media empire. Fox News, The Sun, The Times, shaping elections and public opinion. Their outlets are political actors, not just news sources. The Murdochs weaponized media, fueling populism and rewriting narratives. In the information age, they hold the real power. These families don't just operate alone, they interlock. The Rockefeller-Bush-Marriott network is a state within a state, bound by money, marriage, and secret societies. They sit on the same boards, fund the same think tanks, and shape policy regardless of who's in office. It's a permanent, self-correcting power structure. This is the modern oligarchy. Put it all together, and you see a web of families shaping finance, industry, politics, and media. Their influence isn't ancient history, it's alive today, affecting wars, economies, and the news you see. Knowledge is power. Exposing these bloodlines is the first step to reclaiming control. See the world as it is, not as they tell you. The game is rigged, but you can't play until you know the rules. Do your own research. Look up these names, see the connections, like, share, and follow for more truth uncovered.